All right, let's start here. So we've got the 11th house. So this is the house of friends or friendships. It's also the house of your hopes and dreams, your wishes for the future, what you've been visioning, what you've been working towards in your life, you know, what you kind of, have envisioned for yourself going forward. It's also the house of your hobbies and interests, and possibly that's tied in with your dreams and your visions for yourself as well. It's also the house of all group activities. So this can be online groups, it can be groups of friends, or it can be associations, like if you join a society or an association or any other kind of group. It could even be a book club, something like that. Whatever that may be, but it's your input as an individual within a group. Then it could also be a group of companies, if this is more sort of work related or profession related. And it can also be group consciousness. So as I said, this is your individual input within a group, but you fall under the group consciousness. Now, this can also be global consciousness. It can also be about social reforms, social causes. It's also about trends and currents in society, or fashions and things like that. So things that move through society and things that become popular and so on. So for some of you, you may be tracking that as part of your profession. It's also very much about your ideals, what it is that what you really are, your highest manifestation for your hopes and your dreams, but also your hobbies and interests, I suppose, and your friendships and so on. So it's kind of really, where you're working towards in many aspects of your life. So let's see now where this is coming in. We've got here, South Node, life's debts, and then at the top you've got a star of fertility. So I think what's happening is that you're wanting to bring in new things, or you're going to be starting new things, or it could be new friendships or new dreams and goals, things like that, or new hopes and wishes, or some vision for yourself for the future. So this is something new that you're wanting to bring in, and you're wanting to bring it in soon, because this is Easter, and Astara is actually the original connection with Easter. The word comes from that. And so it's all the celebration of that. It's new life and so on. If you are in the Northern Hemisphere, then this would be spring related. But for those in the Southern, then it would be Easter related. But it's very abundant energy, very fertile energy, lots of things growing, and just in a very abundant energy, bunnies there as well. So it's about all new things. But underneath you have got South Node, life's debts. So this is about releasing the past. So I do feel that in order to bring this in, you need to let go of things from the past. So you may have already been working on this, and this may just be a reflection of what has gone before, and that you are now close to achieving your goal. Or it could be that you still have some things to release. This is about closing the door on the past. Now, in some cases, you can physically do it yourself. You can initiate and you can do all of those things. But in other cases, a door can slam shut really quite quickly, quite abruptly. And you've now simply got to face forward and move forward into your life purpose, into your future life. And this is the 11th house. So this is about your dreams and where you're headed. So it's about letting go of the past. So something may close out quite abruptly, or there could be still some things that need to be done, but it's about getting resolution on this now, dealing with the past, closing doors, getting closure, all of those things, and releasing baggage. Now, this can be emotional baggage. It could even be physical baggage, but it could also be releasing old ideas or old, dreams and aspirations that you had, which now you've outgrown, and you're now moving into a different sort of environment, whether it be friendships related or group related or some other kind of bigger endeavor that you're involved in, however it relates to you. But it can be very personal, as in your dreams as well. All of them may be wrapped up together. So it's releasing the baggage, releasing the past, and you simply have to do that. With this energy, you really don't have any choice. You've simply got to do that in order to move forward. And, it's about really taking responsibility, to close things down, to release what needs to be gotten rid of, and just tie up loose ends, so that you can move forward. So with the compassion energy here, this may be obviously applying in a number of ways here, but it could also be about that. So this can also be about compassion towards yourself, releasing yourself from situations where your energy has been trapped, possibly for a long period of time. When I say trapped, there's things that haven't been dealt with there. So your energy just stays there until you release it. And there's lots of ways that you can release it. You can go for various types of therapies and so on, but you can also just make the steps yourself. And, but it's be compassionate with yourself and compassionate with others to release your energy from that. You don't want to be bound to them or to situations which perhaps didn't work out as you anticipated, or things happened and it just didn't work out, or whatever needs to be closed down, or issues tied up and finished. It's about releasing your energy, and that can be done when you apply forgiveness rituals or for any kind of forgiveness in general. But it's really about releasing your energy, yourself from that. So forgive yourself, forgive any situations that occurred, and release your energy, free yourself up so that you can move forward now greatly. As I said, with a star of fertility, it is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So this is all new things, whether something is going to manifest for you around Easter, or whether it's the seeds have been planted and now slowly you're starting to see results from that. This is magic. She's planting things. She's spreading magic around. It can be fertility in a number of ways. It can be fertility within your dreams, starting a new dream or new goal or new hobby or new interest. It can also be friendships. You may be changing your friendship circle, or you may be from a profession, or just gathering contacts in general. This is about contacts and networks, gathering information, using your resources to perhaps do something or promote something. But it can also be to do with the collective, and this is the collective energy of an endeavor, whether it's a global consciousness or a group consciousness or a social reform or some sort of activity which is close to your heart. It's about moving forward into that and starting fresh things. So now we've got second house here. So second house owning, this is everything to do with ownership. Everything that you own falls in under the second house. So it can be very materialistic, very material things, but it can also extend to small things and large things, and it can also be even property, real estate, as a professional, or things that you're involved in. You could be wanting to do that or move into that in some way, or you may be purchasing or releasing aspects around property. It's also about your income. It is one of your money houses. So this is your personal income, what is coming to you personally, however you earn your income, whether it's passive or whether you actually go out to a position or whether you work from home. It's your income. It's also the house of self-worth, everything to do with self-worth, and your value systems, what you value in yourself and what you value in others. So this could be under the spotlight at the moment because of your 11th house and because of the 7th south node that's releasing aspects that don't serve you anymore. So your value systems may be changing as well. Your goals may be changing. Your dreams may be changing because your values have now realigned to a different set of values than what you had previously. And this can be driven by society as well, So it's everything to do with that. And your value systems can be, as I said, about material things, but also what you value in yourself and what you value in others. And this may have been refined to where you value more family related or home related things as opposed to other aspects that had your attention before. It's also about your inherent abilities and skills and talents, anything to do with that. So now we've got Grand Trine blessings coming in. And then at the top, we've got Isolde undying love. So this may very well be about you releasing or changing aspects around you. Now, this could be releasing, as I said, material things, or it could be aspects to do with the home or to do with finances or to do with a position that you've occupied, whether it's within a relationship or elsewhere. It's about this. Isolde is about recovering from some sort of loss or change in circumstances. Now, this can be a person leaving your reality, or it could be a change in circumstances which now frees you up in some way. And it really is, it's obviously undying love. So this is normally love related, but you can also sort of apply it in general to your, perhaps your self-worth or your value systems. And also where you have put your energy in this house, where you have put your energy previously. And that, quite often is related to, relationships of some sort. And this is about releasing yourself from a period of kind of getting over something or getting past something and opening yourself up to nature, to socializing, to being more active. So it's almost like coming back to the land of the living. So you may have been in a very quiet period, recovering from something or just letting go of certain things so that you can move forward. And it's saying that whatever or whoever was involved previously, your love and all your effort and your energy that you put into those situations is always recorded. It's always going to be there. That never changes. So don't think that because situations have changed or circumstances have changed that energy and that love and that effort that you put in has been lost. It's never lost. So, but now there's a system of sort of healing and recovery coming in here. It's very swift. It's very comprehensive. And what this is about opening yourself up to new things, to try new things, spending time in nature, getting out and about. Perhaps even a makeover might be appropriate. So this is all connected to your value systems. It's also connected to your self-worth. And you may be wanting to try new things, perhaps try new activities, use some of your skills and talents for things that you haven't perhaps done before. Or it's just a general opening up to love in general. And once you open yourself up to love, the vibration of love, whether this is personal love or universal love, it doesn't matter. Love is the language of the universe. So once you align yourself to love for yourself, love for your, perhaps your environment, as it is at the moment, love for what you do, which brings you income, whatever it is, it's that love, that commitment that you have to that, commitment to yourself and opening up to love, being, you may have been a bit closed off, or you may have been in a period of just not participating too much, or just in a very quiet period. And now it's about opening up. It's about blooming, as it were, and sort of getting out into the world again. And this can attract, once you attune yourself to that love connection or that love vibration, then you can draw love into your life in lots of different ways. And you tap into the universal love vibration. But whatever you did before, whoever you loved, or whatever the situation was, or wherever you put your energy and your effort, it's always going to be, and that is why it's undying. It's permanently recorded there. So now grand trine blessings coming in. So this is saying that something is coming into this house, whether it's a personal blessing with love coming in, or just love, renewed love for yourself. Perhaps you are now recovering from a period where you've just been a bit low. And it can also be financially related because it's the house of income. It could be relating to property or some other aspect. But it's saying that there's a very harmonious energy coming in. And that also obviously is the love vibration. All right. So connecting to that is a very harmonious energy. So it's saying blessings are coming to you. And as soon as you tap into that energy, into that love, a love of yourself and love of life, as soon as you do that, then you attract blessings to you because you've raised your vibration, you've raised your frequency. So grand trine is a very harmonious flow of energy, but it is also about the rising up or the acknowledgement of certain talents and skills and abilities that you have. Now, these may not have, you may have been, more than likely, these are inherent because the second house deals with inherent talents, abilities, and skills. You may not have used these before, or you may not have had a chance, but now that you are getting a renewed zest for life in some way, you could now be focusing on this. So there could be that whooshing up, that sort of flow of energy, which is very creative, very inspirational. And there's flow, there's energy, there's movement involved in this. It could be that, but it is also about a very harmonious energy coming in, harmonious times. It could be that blocks and obstacles and difficulties that you've had up until this point are now being lifted away. They're being removed. They're just going to melt away, or they're just going to dissolve from your environment. So whatever you've been grappling with, and Isolde does attest to this, that in the past or for a period of time, you have been grappling with sort of getting yourself back, getting your mojo back. So Grand Trine, very harmonious flow, very sort of fortuitous energy, very fortunate energy coming in, bringing blessings with it. You're just going to flow past obstacles. But it can also be that there are aspects attached to this which are it's kind of like a renewal, but there's closure first. So with the south node, this is saying that in order to move forward and harness all this beautiful energy, there are some things that have had to be let go of. So whether you have done this and now you are benefiting from this energy, or whether you still have a little bit more to go, this is about closure. This is about ending something. This is about getting finished with something. It's like completion. It's a completion, closure energy. Something is leaving your life so that you can move forward now and flow into this lovely, abundant energy. But blessings coming in whatever way is appropriate for you. Now we've got here 10th house. The 10th house deals with all aspects around career, but it's also fame, it's reputation, it's your public status. So your public status may have changed or may be changing at this time. So for instance, if you have had a loss of a partner or some sort of change in that regard, or it could be that you're going from being without a partner, now you're going into a partnership, because that is indicated with your fairy tarot card. So whatever's resonating for you, whatever's your situation, public status change is normally how you are viewed by others. In other words, what is your status in the world? You could be going also from an employed person to self-employed, or you could be going from not having any specific work commitments, and now you are taking on something which is going to bring income for you, which is going to use your skills and talents. So therefore you're going from a person who hasn't worked to now being employed or self-employed, or whatever it may be. It can also be going from being, as I say, single and now into a partnership, or the other way around, depending on your situation. So all of these aspects come in, but it is also about everything outside of home. So this is everything outside of your actual home environment. And Isolde Undying Love does kind of touch on that. This is about getting out into the world, again, from having a quiet period, or a period where you've just been withdrawn. So this is about getting out. And aspects of the 10th house, they could be, career related. As I said, it could be fame. It could be your profile is being raised, and that seems to be the case here. Or you could be partnering up with somebody, or you may just be coming into your sovereign and authentic self. This is also very much a 10th house thing. This is about authority. So whether this is an authoritative person in your life, it could be a mentor, it could be somebody that you look up to, or it could be a parent, or it could be somebody that you just consider to be very authoritative, very wise, who's in their personal power, or it could be you coming into your personal power, your authenticity now, your sovereignty. Perhaps you are releasing a whole lot of things now. Now you're starting to blossom and become your authentic self. All of these aspects come in. It could also be an authoritative institution which is coming in, or that you're engaging with in some way as well. Now, this could be the military, it could be legal, it could be government, however this comes in for you. Now, we have got here Grand Cross Provoker coming in. And then we've also got Una Easy Does It at the top. So it's saying there is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So again, I feel that this may have been in the past, or you may still be juggling a little bit. This energy is the energy of juggling. And what Una is saying is that just hold steady. Hold steady and keep pursuing your personal interests, your hobbies, the things that are close to your heart, which is what the 11th house is all about. Okay, 11th house is the things that you are trying to envision for yourself, things that you're working on, your hopes, your dreams for the future, your hobbies, your interests, all of those things. It could even be friendships or a relationship, but it's anything that's, close to your heart. Requires nurturing, it requires time, and it requires effort. And all of these things, as long as you apply yourself to that, you will see the benefits, but just hold steady. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. everything is occurring in perfect timing. So divine timing at play here. If this is involving a career or a profession or some project that you've been working on, you've got Ostara fertility, a new project or new things coming in, or new ideas or new ways of doing things, new conditions and so on. It's saying to you that whatever it is you're trying to birth, whatever you're trying to bring into existence, you may have to just start as a part-time until you can take it to full-time. So you may just, whatever position you have been in before, whatever you have been doing before, you may just have to pull back from it slowly until whatever it is that you're working on, whatever you're trying to launch has got more traction and more momentum, and then you can move into it full time. And you can apply that across the board, however that applies for you. But it's saying that there may be a slower pulling back, but just keep going, keep nurturing what is important to you, and just keep going, and everything's working out. Everything's going to be fine. Just keep going, but don't force and don't rush. You don't need to do that.